That black set, that's only ever used for
Well, we're going to be driving stuff out on the other one. We can do that by hand. We're going to press to drive stuff out. Maybe we'll get stuff in there.
You can take that one.
It's been coming for some time. With its old soul to say, it'll rain sun and day. I know, shining down like water. I won't know, have you ever seen the rain? I won't know,
The washer.
have you ever
We're missing wheel seals in the back. The big plastic wheel seal in the back. We don't have any of those, which isn't the end of the world because it's last after the clip.
yesterday and days before?
We don't have the seals.
Oh, this rain is rough. I know.
Well, we've got to have those because that's what keeps the grease in the bearing.
Well, we can build them all the way down to that point. And I can order them tonight. I can see if the other ones will fit. I have some for the 5-lug system. They might not fit for them. But we can see.
Well, if they do, we'll use those. The machine bit, they're just a specific size. They're just a fairly standard. They got a spring ring inside the
Yeah.
seal. As long as you get the right diameter ones, they should be fine.
Well, I got them for when I reviewed the other cars.
Where did you get them from?
When I do.
Yeah, because that has to go on before we can even put the axle in. That's the inner for your feet. The groove hole there. The roller race there should have in there as well. The question is, do you have the right inner and the right one?
Hey, will this fit?
Because one is thick and one is thin.
Because they use the same trailing arms.
Yeah.
They're just one's 5-lug, one's 4-lug.
They're the same as the ones that came off. Those on metal over.
But I think it's the same thing.
The trouble is, how much space is it going to take and where's it going to put the axle? Let's just start with this for now.
Let me see if I have different ones. Hang on. I might have a different set. I've got 4 of these.
We've got the race bearing on the front. We've got this on the rear. Spring clip. There's the
The
spring.
circlet, somewhere on there. Yeah, they're all like this.
See, there's one in this here. Isn't that it?
That's plastic too. Well, that's rubber too.
That's the one that goes on the front, right?
Yeah.
It goes to there. Okay, so here's this ring. Do me a favor, clean that puppy up. bearings that?
This is the caged one.
That's the ball bearings?
Caged versus non-caged.
Right, this is your taper bearing.
This goes out here.
This must be the center piece for this one.
And then we tap this bad boy in the back.
That belongs in there, so that's where that goes. This goes in there. So, this is the front one.
Yes. We should put that in after. Tap.
Got the rubber seal on one side and not on the other.
So that rubber shield probably faces this side.
Probably faces it this way. Look on the hook. Rubber seal on the outside. Center bearing goes into that.
And then that side's built.
And this ring goes in. Must be grooved for that ring to sit in the
That rubber ring sits right here.
front. Sits right there.
On that ring there, or it's on this back one. I can't remember. It's on one of these two. There's this one. This is the old one. I think it's a stretch film. But I think it was this one. We'll find out with the new one.
Because there's nowhere for it to go in here. It wouldn't be in the bearing
It
surface.
sits on there. It sits on that outer ring. I think it's that one.
Either that or the face.
And the next one. Might be the next one.
It's probably this one.
The end one.
Might be that one. Doesn't really show it very well there.
You can look in here, but it's got all the. I think it sits in there because you can see that black ring there on the inside.
That's what it sits in.
Kind of looked like it.
Okay, so we can assemble the front end first. So we want the race bearing and its inner in the front.
Just tap that sucker in then.
So we put it in, make sure it's packed properly because the handle that we will take that center piece out. Make sure that bearing's packed properly.
So I'm gonna be bearing packer before I get my hands all messy. I'll be bearing packer. You have to be assembler. Okay? I'm gonna be useless after this. So.
We're gonna have to pack out the inside of the thing as well once we get front bearings assembled in.
I'm just gonna leave the extra grease in the middle here. I'm not gonna pull it out.
Yeah. Make sure that it's solidly packed. And then you're supposed to roll them to get it to, you basically put them in a puddle of grease and just roll them to get it packed in.
Alright, that's gotta be greased. Okay, the rubber
Okay,
seal
so
on the
that's gonna go
outside.
in here. How did we do that in the last time? It goes in straight.
I used the driver last time.
Okay, where's the driver for
Should
it?
be in there, okay. Missing?
Remember which one it was?
The fucking tools on it. Flip it around.
Yep.
There's the tool right here. There's the tool and there's the screw. Yeah, but side out a little bit last time.
It's okay, because we're gonna press the whole thing up.
No, it sits out. It doesn't go any
Yeah,
further.
but we press the whole thing up at the end to make sure the seat flush.
Okay, next bad boy.
Okay, so the next bad boy is we gotta grease up in here. Let me see how much we gotta grease this.
I think you just get a handful. How does that sound?
No, it does say not to put too much in, a certain amount.
But we don't have a scale, unfortunately.
Well, we don't need a scale, but...
Got cherry flavor today.
Pack the cavity in the control arm with about 80 milligrams of multi-purpose grease.
How much does that look like?
How much is the can?
Stir it left a little bit. Half a pound, 0.453 grams. So it only wants 80 milligrams. This is probably
So
good for it.
pack it in the central cavity where the bearing sits, where the spacer sits.
It's kind of hard without a grease going though.
Well, we're actually putting this together backwards. This should have been on last.
Does it matter?
No, because we're going to drop it in. But you don't want to put the bearings in it, but you want
Yeah,
to
I'm pushing it in. Alright, there you go.
So the next thing we got to do is make sure that ball bearing is packed correctly. It's just going to be working on the sides.
We might need to go buy more grease, to be honest. We haven't even done the other side yet.
Right, but we use half a can on this one, half a can on the other one. Should be enough. How much have we got in there?
Probably gonna need more, to be honest. It doesn't
Yeah,
look like
because
a
that
lot.
needs to go all the way in. Probably pack it through the same as this one.
What next? Press this guy in? No, we can't. Don't we have to do all the stuff in the middle?
Yeah, I'm thinking we probably have to try this fucker out again.
I took him out last.
Right, this thing should be going on last.
No, I took him out last. Like, he was the last one that came out when I took it apart.
Right, because you pulled the axle off it this way, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the axle in, we're going to put the spacer in, then we're going to put, and then we're going to,
Well, I think you can still feed the spacer in.
because the spacer has to match up to the axle when we put it in. We'll see, let's just try it this way, if it doesn't work, we'll put it apart. Okay, so we're going to pack some more grease in front of this one. Have you done that? Coming through the front and packing in behind it, so it's all in that cavity. Grease gun would come in handy, we do have one somewhere.
Yeah, but we don't have an actual food grease for it.
No, we might do. Pretty sure I bought a grease tube for it. I don't know what the fuck they are. Everything's moved since I bought that.
I haven't seen grease tubes anywhere.
Because the grease gun was sitting over
Yeah,
there.
the grease gun's sitting over there with my liquids and stuff outside. I know where the grease gun's at. We don't have any grease for it.
Okay, so we packed that fucker full. That's about as full as it's gonna get. Just go in and make the cavity in there. space inside this spacer. So, now we go to put the wrist bearing in.
No, you're right. We have to grab that one out. How are we gonna get?
Well, no, because we put them all together and then press them and then put the axle in. That's what it says in the book, so I'm guessing it doesn't matter. So the next thing that goes in is the spacer.
The spacer, okay.
So this spacer has to go in.
Should I grease that up too?
That's because we're going to slide it in and center it. Roughly in the center.
Just keep it high so that way it doesn't fall down.
It's going to fall down anyway.
Alright, we can fish it around.
We can fish it around. We're not going to drive this one all the way in, so we can fish it around. Now, which way does this one fit in? Does it have an opening? And then it's going to get that seal on it.
It's open on both sides. There's a number on this side. There's no number on that
It doesn't
side.
say anything about putting it in numbered sides. The photograph shows it. This shows it going in. So
Okay, let's just put it in there.
we're going to put this in. Get it centered and straight. We're going to have to drive that one in.
Should be easy to do.
I don't want to drive it all the way in.
Go at the bottom there, I think. That screwy on you?
Can't get this top because the barrel's so wide.
That sounded like good contact. Sounds like you're driving it now.
Good bit of space on all of them.
Huh?
It's a lot of space.
Well, weren't we supposed to put the spacers in?
You know, because that's the center for this bearing.
But what about this? And that? So I'm saying these two have to go too, don't they? Because they can't fit through that hole.
These. That's short here. What? You go at the end.
Okay. Alright.
That
6 is the seal, 5 is the spacer.
5 is the spacer in there.
This one goes on the
4
outside.
is the bearing inner race. There is no spacer on the outside. There's only one on the inside.
I think this is a seal. I think they're calling one of these a seal. I think they're calling one of these a seal. Either this one or that one. They're calling one of these a seal. Number 5, the one on the very end. That's got
That's
it.
the inner spacer.
Okay.
Calls it an inner spacer, right?
What they call one a seal.
The first one's the inner spacer. 6 is your rubber seal. Yeah. 5 is the inner spacer.
Okay, so
Then you go your clip ring and then you go your bearing.
okay.
And then you got the inner spacer 9.
So where's the extra come
10 is your race bearing. 1 is the seal and 4 is the inner.
from? So where did these two come from? That's, we have a spare, right?
I don't understand.
Don't we have a spare? One of these is a spare. Where did it come
Did
from?
you get one of these with?
No, these are both old.
I don't know where the fuck that one came from.
Let's just take apart the other one. Take apart the other one and you'll figure out how it goes. That's what we need to do. You're gonna have to de-glove me probably. Because I'm telling you, both of those came out when I took
They're
it.
not on the diagram.
I know, I know they're not. That's why I'm like, wait a second. Because you're right, there is a lot of space in there if it's not in there, so. Can you deglove me, sir? And they're not very hard to strip. Thank you. I have that tin of grease on that fucking pair of gloves.
Okay. These are my greasing gloves. Keep it clean. So greasy you can't just puff it off. Okay. So where's the other one?
Over here.
What are we doing? So there's first thing.
There's first one. Alright, hang on. Before you pull that off, I'm going to get this guy.
There's a spacer right
Stack
there.
him inside of that. Look how disgusting that one is. This
So
is a good
this
big
one
room.
goes inside there, but it sits on that outside lip.
And the bevel faces in. The bevel faces in. Hang on, where's the other shaft at? Let's clean this shaft.
Because we need these.
Let's clean this shaft off and just stack them. Or actually, get a stack them this way.
Just let it so it goes. That's the outer end of the thing.
Yeah, I'll put the bolts next to it so we know this is the end.
Well, starting over here.
It's the end of the shaft.
It's the end of the shaft. Okay.
Where's our cap at?
And then we got the O-ring that goes in the cap.
No, the O-ring goes on the back side, I think.
Yeah, it goes on the back side, but it fits into the cap.
Yeah. Here's the O-ring. Yeah, this thing is fucking knackered.
So we take this, and the O-ring is going to sit in there. So the knackered O-ring sits inside there. The O-ring goes there. So there's where our first spacer came in. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Hang on. Oh, good. Alright. Good. You can just leave it. Just leave it. Let it roll. Let it roll. But yeah, get this guy packed up, and then we can get him driven in. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you know what you're doing. Alright, this one's ready to go in.
Okay, so
Odie and Tato that one.
this thing is gonna sit that way.
Which one does this go into?
This is the front one.
bearing.
This is
That
the one
goes
that's
in
not.
the
We
front.
can't use the press for initially. We're gonna have to drive it in.
You might be able to stack it. Try stacking on top of that and see. if
No,
it-
the only other way to do is to turn it upside down, because you won't get this center. There's too much crap here. You'll be way up high and wobbly.
Okay,
So
then
what we
we'll
do
just
is we tap this one
tap
in.
this one in. There you go. Yeah.
The trick's gonna be getting it straight. Now I need the gloves. Good pack. Just scrape it off so it's in there. Because once we push the bearing, we'll push it in further.
I'm trying to get it off my gloves and actually in there.
Is this the right press for that one?
I would use this. I'm gonna have this bad boy here. I like this fatty here. Pretty straight lined up.
Okay, you keep an eye on it. Tell me it's going straight.
Straight. You good? I'm doing good. That's how it went last time. Strike the top. There you go. Now go bottom. Now go flat on. You're doing pretty good there. Bottomed. When you press it, it'll all come together. Alright, hand me the next.
This one needs to get packed.
You might have to crack me open another 10. I'm gonna know here. Just drop it in. Yeah, maybe I'll make do. You think this will be enough? What I've got in my hand and what's
You've
left
got
of that
plenty
10?
in there.
Okay.
Make sure it's well packed.
Oh yeah, this one's easy to pack. I can already see it coming through.
Before we do this, we've got to put the spacer back in the center.
Pack it full. Can you clean? I'll clean him. Don't keep those gloves clean.
Right.
You need to stay clean. So you just. We'll be here all day chasing ourselves around.
Right, wipe that up.
Yeah, can
because
you
otherwise you'll-
drop a piece on him? Sorry.
Every bloody where.
Mom will be fucking shooting us for the rest of the year. Yeah, it was like a degreaser or the brake cleaner. I don't know which one. Probably the degreaser, to be honest. It was on the left.
That works. Yep, I got it.
Alright, bearings packed.
So spacer first.
I'm gonna drop her. I need somewhere clean to put this. That's not in this
I'll
tin.
give you a clean piece of.
And then where's our shaft at? Let's just, cause I'm gonna have to get all this grease off my hands anyways to clean that off. So
Yeah.
might as well get the nice grease on here.
Any spare you've got, just
Pack
pack
it
it,
in there.
inside there.
Yep.
Yeah, let me turn this over.
The greatest waste of gloves known to man, packing wheel bearings. Only because I'm a fucking pussy and don't want to get it everywhere. But
When I was a lad, we didn't have those gloves.
huh?
When I was a lad, we didn't have those gloves. You
Yeah.
just got your hands greasy.
Yep. Like I said, only because I'm a sissy. This is gonna good. Yeah. Alright, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. And then we'll get into just get the new piece. Get the new piece. And then the field.
Here's some brake cleaner.
I'm gonna try and get it off with this rag first, and then we'll see it. It's coming off not too bad. Should be able to get most of it off with just this blue
It's the
rag.
inside that you gotta make sure there's no
Yeah.
grit or crap in.
Wind you up like a little sprayer up. Just getting our high on. This smells lovely. It's the type of stuff you smell when you breathe through your mouth. This should be pretty clean. We don't gotta go overboard on this guy. Yeah, you know what's kind of funny? This is more complex than putting an engine together, if you think about it. Or at least these 4-cylinder engines, like... There's nothing to press, there's nothing to drive. There's no, like, internally located bearings that have to be aligned and stuff like that. It's like, put the caps on the right way around and you're basically golden. Alright, got this center piece in. Got him in there. And then time for buddy number one. Buddy number one. This guy can go in now, right? Mr. Cage guy?
Yep.
Does it matter? Did we
No, I
decide
can
numbers
go in.
facing up?
Yeah, we just go numbers up and see.
Numbers up.
Doesn't say in the book, and it looks the same from both sides.
Alright, you gonna go press this one? Or we can give him a tap with a hammer to get it started straight and then go press him. Everywhere.
Fucker's going in straight.
Keep going.
As far as I'll go with that one.
Get the small one. Magnet where you hold. It's the glue. Nothing.
With that one.
That one might fit, might not. Nope, too big. We can just use the socket 2BH.
Use a small one. Use a small one.
I don't know, just let this fit over it.
I prefer using the flat. Oh, there it is. It's right there.
It's hiding. If you touch that with the end of it, it might just pick it up. So.
Turn it around. Flip it over the other way. And clean it off because it's filthy.
Yeah, that's going to be the first thing we do after we're done assembling. You're going to go drink your tea and I'm going to spend 10 minutes covered taking all the grease off of fucking everything in here before we go any further. Greasing the entire fucking garage. You're doing pretty good over there. Your stand's pretty clean.
Oh, there, right.
Let go.
I don't mind using a socket when it's a tight fit and the socket's not going to slide around, because with the socket, if it slides off, you can put a dent into the
bearing and destroy the bearing.
Yeah. Sockets only work when they fit perfectly and they're inside something, so they can't move.
Hang on, let me hold that on for you. Let's crank that over.
Break anything. Okay, here we go.
Yep. Oh, like butter.
Like butter.
Like butter.
Flip ring.
I'll clean it off. Can't believe it's not butter.
And this little bad boy.
Isn't there? No, the bearing goes in after that. All right.
The
Yep.
spacer goes in after that. So this little puppy goes in, this spacing in the way
Yeah.
out.
Yep. He's kind of a pain to put in, but we'll do it. Not really a pain. He likes to bounce around.
That's why I used that one that I just used, fits perfectly in that hole.
That would have been a good idea. I just used a rubber mallet and held down one side and tapped around it. We got the job done. Close your eyes, if you want to keep.
Especially wear glasses when you do those, because those fuckers fly off.
I've heard a story or two.
And if they break,
Doesn't sit clean down.
make sure it's sealed properly.
How do you tell?
Turn it.
It's not turning easily. There you go, turned.
Okay, and then just go around the edge with a screwdriver and make sure it's tapped down into it. Don't let it hard. That's it. Okay, pack some grease in this little fucker. Just pack some on top there before you put it in. It should slide right in.
Pretty close to it.
And
Just
scrape
sit.
off the excess. And with a rubber mallet, tap it in. Just shove the excess down the middle.
Yeah.
Never hurts to have too much grease in
You can't over grease the bearing. Like if you pack it too tight.
No, it'll press in when we press the bearing up. I don't even know when you press this thing.
Probably won't.
That's good.
It's probably good. If I was a betting man. If I was a betting man.
Shaft. Clean this. just give it a white round, make sure there's no crackings right there. Around the bottom edge. Okay. There's that boy home. Now we need to locate that. You did put the spacer in, right?
Which one? The
internal spacer.
yeah, the long one.
Okay, make sure it's centered. Just put a finger down there.
Looks pretty straight. Just drop that sucker in. Just give it tappy, tappy, tappy. Tap, tap, tap it.
Yeah. So we don't spray this shit everywhere.
Yeah, I packed the old. Oh, then I packed the axles with it.
Yeah, just gotta tap it down to it. Oh, it just pushed right through.
That's a happy one right there.
That's a happy bearing.
Sound the same as the other one did, so I'm happy with that. Had a little bit of. It's almost going away the more you do it too.
Just letting the grease move around.
Yeah. No, that's exactly where the other one sounded, so I'm content with that. Let's flip her around.
Now we've got to put the plate on, fold that sucker up.
She needs to seal first. Did I already put it on?
No, the seal's sitting over there, I think.
Well, I've already put it on. Well, I don't see
Oh,
it.
fine.
It was in a bag like this. Oh, here it is. And that cap, I'll clean that cap out.
You keep that part number. You write all these down. Book with all the part numbers in them.
I have a part manual lookup.
Yeah.
That old John out of there. I like all my grease. Don't take it with you.
Well, we're going to pack all that inside and make sure it's...
I know, but this thing trying to take all my grease with it.
Yeah. Okay, new one.
Which one did he come off of? Right there.
Right there.
No, get out of that grease. I don't need you in there. You don't really need to be.
Give you an extra finger. Now you can go this way with it. There you go. And it's coming off this side. Here,
Just ran away from me here.
give me the pick.
Yeah, I've got it. Just come back down.
It's just you need an extra set of fingers.
There we go. I'm just gonna have a better angle on that pick. There we go.
Okay. Now we need plate.
Let me clean this thing off. Clean this old bearing housing out. Yeah, hang on to that for a second. Good enough for government.
Make some grease out. Leave stuff off the top. And whatever else you can dig out of that tin. Okay, so this has to go. Just clean the grease out of this gap. You don't want that getting into the brakes. Hey, that doesn't go on yet.
I'm just getting all the grease
Better
nice
put
and
a
happy.
spacer in as well. Spacer has to go in that way. I'm gonna bring down some
I'm gonna
grease.
put some grease on the top of this spacer here. I'll take the excess that I have in here.
So, where's the top? Where's the bottom?
This is facing, so imagine
Where's
this
the bottom? This is the bottom?
bottom, yeah, this is the left
So
side.
this is the top.
Top, yes.
So that's where we want this.
Yes.
And this has to go underneath that. Well, maybe it doesn't on this one. There's that way.
There you go. Peel these off. Don't want none of that in there. Some grease for your brakes. Go ahead and clean all this out. And then
Okay, I'm gonna drink my tea.
yeah, go for it. It's that time.
Don't manage to get dirty.
Yeah, there was water in this one.
Sorry?
There was some type of water had gotten into this one because you can, that oil had turned to, like
Cheese.
grease turned to oil cheese.
Yeah, clean it up, please put it back in there. Come on, Moochie, out you go.
Mo cheese.
Moocher. Oh, Mommy's back.
Heck yeah, bud.
Dad. Hello. How are you doing?
Doing good. Hey, Dad,
What?
where does that one go? That was supposed to go inside the roller bearing, wasn't it?
That was the center piece on the roller bearing.
This is supposed to, we need to pull this one back off. And get this one back off.
Didn't put that in?
No, I thought, I don't know, I thought we already had it in.
Duh.
Thought we already had it in for some reason.
No wonder that went through so easy. Yeah, take that off and take the spacer off.
That grease is sticky. dude.
What is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Red goop. Go take that spacer off.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the pick you had? It's already greasy. Watch it shoot off and stick to the ceiling.
She.
Oh, we may have to tap that in. There's a rubber mallet.
Here, watch. Just put this
Just
over
put the
it,
spacer on
and
it.
it'll
just
chase
tap
it.
down.
I had to use a screwdriver to tap it down last time. I just tapped each side one at a time with a screwdriver, a flat blade.
Flathead.
I've got one over here somewhere. I'm not too. Hi, Carrie Bug. How was it?
Good.
What'd you guys get for the cat?
UTI drops.
Okay, give me a screwdriver.
Nice.
There's your flathead.
Are they gonna work?
Does the cat have a UTI?
I don't think so. Seems about right.
So,
Whatever's not in, this will chase it in. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing worse than picking up a tool that's covered in grease and like fucking sticking to your hand. I'll probably just leave that bearing driver kit over by the press.
yep.
Get a little milk crate.
Need a little frickin' like a shelf here
Yeah.
that you can put the.
What I really should do is cut that in half.
Well,
And cut that in half and mount it to a workbench. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's got to be a real sturdy work. Otherwise, when you're trying to pump on it, it's trying to pull itself off.
That is true.
Because you're acting with leverage. Yeah.
This is true.
Starts to pull it forward towards you.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Come on, Butcher.
Which
Okay, baby. You want a kiss? Okay.
yeah.
Come here, come here.
Wow, look at this nice car you got here. How much you want for the shell? I'm just kidding.
The shell.
I give you $1.
Dude, I want you to pick up your interior game,
Did
lady.
you photograph the car with all the axles and everything stripped out of it?
Dude, it's had a video of everything done to it. I mean, remember
Right,
the...
I'm saying, did we photograph showing everything been ripped out and then
Yeah.
after it's put back together again?
Yeah.
Should we show the turns over?
Oh, shit. It's grease everywhere.
Where'd you get this camera stand from?
Amazon.
Kind of like it. Although I can't make it stay.
Oh, I guess they designed it for a reason like that. These guys are smart.
What'd you do?
Because when you squeeze this down, it shits grease out all along the side. But they designed a little like set of funnels almost to keep it funneled into a channel so the grease doesn't run into the shoes. I mean, it's still running out in some corners, but I can manage that. I can clean that side
I
up.
probably got too much grease on that axle.
Yeah. Well, you can see they designed a little channel for the grease to run into. So just leave it. Just leave it. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's the great thing about grease. Likes to stick together. Oh yeah, you stuff next.
Babe,
What?
I don't want to write anymore.
Then stop.
Okay. Thanks, babe.
How much did you write?
2 pages.
How many do you need?
That's not enough.
How many words do you need? How many words did you write?
3,000 words.
And how many words did you write?
None. Wait. How many have I written?
Yeah.
300.
It's not bad. You're 10% of the way there.
What?
You're 10% of the way there. You're 1/10 done.
Is this your glove box?
What?